Hi guys, today I've got a drawing of my OC Shady from my story, Mel Goes to Hell. Shady is one of the main characters. He is the king of hell, or otherwise known as the devil. And despite what that might sound like, he's actually a pretty nice guy. He's a gentleman, or he considers himself one, so he's very polite, and he wants to keep hell running as nicely as possible. So in the story, when Mel gets there and doesn't know why they're there, Shady kind of steps in and is like, okay, let's figure this out. I'm going to help you get to where you're supposed to be. Whether or not that's hell, we don't know, but we'll figure that out. So yeah, that's kind of his place in the story. So I guess I'll talk a little bit about his design now. Shady started out back in like 2012 or 2013. Actually, maybe even farther back than that if you want to count little doodles, but he started out as a Gijinka, or a humanized version of the Pokemon Darkrai. Over time, like over the past few years and stuff, I think he's kind of become my own character more and more. But yeah, that's why he has a bright blue eye and white hair and just a general demonic look to him. That's where those aspects of the design came from, but I think just because he's been my character for so long, and as you keep drawing characters, the style kind of changes, I've managed to make him my own. At least I sure hope so, because he's kind of a big character of mine now, so I think he's okay. If I need to, I can always change certain things, like his eye color. I could give him another eye, I guess, but I really, really like the one-eyed look right now. Anyway, moving on to the painting process. I had some struggles early on because I chose a skin tone for him that was very, very similar to the background color in terms of value and color itself. His skin is on the redder side just because he's a hell demon. But I really, really wanted a red background, so it was a little hard to make that work. But I think I eventually found a shadow color that worked pretty well in helping me figure out the shading properly, so that's good. His skin did turn out a little more orangey than usual, but I think just because of I can't remember the word, but it's something to do with contrast. I've got a professor who will be mad at me that I've forgotten that, but it's the kind of contrast that has to do with colors touching one another. So if you've got like a really bright yellow and a gray that has a little bit of purple in it, it'll look way more purple next to the yellow. That kind of contrast. So in this case, I think because I put a bit more yellow in the skin and the background is so deep red, that's why his skin looks a lot more orangey, because of the red background. Something like that. Anyway, you'll see in the background that he's surrounded by thorns. I chose that because, like I said in Nero's painting video, I want to do a series of these with different Mel Goes to Hell characters, and I want them all to be surrounded by something that fits their character. So Nero had smoke, and I thought for Shady, just as sort of a symbolic thing, I thought thorns would be good. You know, thorns have a lot of symbolic connotations, like stuff like every rose has its thorns, and then I think there's some biblical things in there. I should probably research that, but anyway, yeah, I thought thorns would fit his character very well, so that's why I surrounded him in thorns. And I actually had a lot of trouble painting the thorns. I didn't want to paint them at first. I wanted to just do a quick effect, but that wasn't working, as I quickly saw, so then I just gave in and was like, okay, fine, I'll put the highlights in myself. And although it took a little longer than I wanted it to, I think the end result is better than if I had just left it with a really lazy effect, so I'm glad I did that. And I think that's all I have to say for this video. So thanks for watching, enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!